and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, welcome back to another edition of Sunday Bloody Race Sunday. Oh yeah, because it's the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. Oh yeah. You got Carlos Garcia, aka the nastiest Dookie, the land captain Rampoo Magnasty. And of course, I ain't here alone because I'm rocking with the Stormwreck. You got Manto Zermeister. You got Langston Embershroud. You got Crick. And of course, to lead us along this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM of the land here, it's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away.
All right, thank you, Mr. McNasty, and welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Goblins Under the Stairs. Our adventurers, the Stormbreakers, are still in the heat of the Sandstorm Sprint of Arcabon. That's right. Don't forget that Thunder Crash. As the race has continued on, our adventurers has made some bold moves, jumping a gap and landing softly down below, navigating safely to Skull Rock and finding, of course, the skeleton key within the cave across the way. But a guardian of the cave entrance, a Stargazer, this giant kind of alligator, Venus flytrap, stingray kind of creature, emerged from the ground, blocking the entrance and causing quite a scene. Allowing for all the other opponents to come and catch up to you guys. A combat has broken out, and Langston and Crick grab the key, and it looks like they are about to escape and get back to the starting line as the Stargazer, the giant creature outside of the entrance here, has Rampoo within its reach. So with Rampoo in its reach, a tendril whip comes crashing out in his direction. A 14 to hit, a 12 to hit. So neither one of those will hit him, as it kind of just flounders about. It starts to try to crawl slowly into his direction, moving extremely slowly, and that's what it does there. Their team Reaver, the Void Reavers over here, their vehicle was just stolen by Manto, crashed into the Iron Howl, the Sherman tank of the Death Dwarves, and Captain Voidfist, prior to this happening, you guys might have noticed, or maybe not, but he seemed to hold back some restraint on attacking you all, but seeing his vehicle just taken for a joyride and slammed into a tank, you see him lift up one of his cybernetic arms, and part of the mechanism opens up. You see a contraption lift on out of that, and from that, a kind of rocket-shaped mechanical kind of item or weapon appears out of there, and he just kind of holds his fist up in Manto's direction, and shooting out, poof, this thunderous rocket shoots out in a line towards him. I need you to make a dex save, Manto.
24.
24. Alright, so as this explodes on over there, Manto is nimbly bimbly itself. Someone would normally take half amount of damage, but he dives out of the way and does not take any of it, if I remember your skills correctly. And
That's right.
And Captain Voidfist kind of just shakes his head, kind of squeezes his knuckles together in anger as he begins to take a couple steps forward in that direction now, seemingly ignoring the cave over there as he barks orders at his allies down below. To his allies, we have Blightfang, the lizard folk, who comes running on over, and with Rampoo in his range, he starts spinning around this bolo around his head, this kind of two-ball whip that he tosses over in the direction of Rampoo. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And that's 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and as that kind of whips around and hits you, it whips around your body, squeezing you tight, restraining you in place right there. As that bola has completely whipped around and it's holding you tight. You have the restrained condition, And I do need a 10 con save from you. And that will bring us to Glitch down here. Bum, who, with Manto stealing their vehicle, begins to hastily make his way on over in that general direction. And similar to how Captain Voidfist did, he lifts up his arm, kind of mechanism shoots out, and pew, 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 pew! 4 magic missiles shoot out as he uses a level 2 spell to do that. That is 4 D4. Oof.
Is that something that's able to be uncanny dodge?
It's an automatic hit.
Yeah, I thought that was probably like the one exception.
Yeah, so
missile.
it is. Yeah, so that's 12 points of damage total on you.
Okay.
And that is their turn. That'll bring us to the Bone Burner. Let's go ahead and roll some dice. Okay. Oops, should be private, but that's okay. Alright. And that'll bring us to the Iron Hound now. Alright, so the Death Dwarves down here. Manto knocked over one of them with the Reaver, knocking him out. But Manto, you start to notice he starts to jerk around a little bit, and that dwarf sits up, kind of just completely pivoting his waist up, and just sits up on the ground like that, like the Undertaker, as he gets knocked down on the ground as well. He's still prone down, but he is alive and looking like he still has some. Life might not be the right word for it, but he's got energy still in him.
Oh shit.
And kind of cracks his head in your direction, and you see these 2 giant dwarves immediately start heading, your general direction. And as one of them reaches on over and begins to grab you, he's going to use advantage on this. 19. He pulls on over and grabs you tight, and the one next to him, you see pulls out this kind of necrotic looking blade. I'm not even sure if it's a real blade or not, or if it's some sort of like arcane image. And with that, as you're being held by him, he begins to stab at you. 21 to hit.
Yeah, I'll uncanny dodge that one.
Okay, that will be 17 points of force damage, so halved or whatever. Vaga, the Unyielding, the leader of the group who enlarged them, he's the smaller one down here right now. Oh man, what does he do? He looks back at them and says, "Keep him contained! I'm going for the key!" And he begins to just hustle on down to the cave entrance. As he gets on over here, of course, keeping him a little bit distance from the tendrils, he throws a soul blade out at Rampu with advantage. That's a 20 to hit.
Nope.
No?
I'm at 21, I believe.
From what?
Oh, you giant strength?
No. I'm 17.
17.
Sorry, it hits.
Oh, good. Damn, you had me scared for a second.
Stormwreck.
8 points of force damage to you, and that is their turn, and that brings us to Team Blucket. The top of the round, Langston and Crick, you guys are running out of the cave entrance. Rampu, you're wrapped up in the tendril, and Manto, you're being grabbed by one of these giant dwarves.
Am I grappled then?
Yes, you're grappled.
All right. I'll go first, if y'all don't mind. First things first, I'm going to take a chop at... The creature in front of me is pretty hurt, right? The big...
It is pretty hurt, yep.
All right, cool. I'm going to use a lucky to take a chop at it with my short sword.
Okay, so this will be a flat roll because you're currently restrained.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
Nice.
I can't even see it. What is it?
27 hits.
Oh,
Nice.
I was like, is it a nat 20? And shit, actually, can I say bonus action? I meant to ask you a question so I could apply my hunter's mark to it as bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. So let me add that, and that is that. Yeah, buddy. It's 19 damage.
Okay, there's a D4 on there. Is that supposed to be on there right now?
Yeah, the gift of the chromatic dragon still running.
Okay, cool. So that's 19 damage. Cool.
And now I would have advantage on my next shot, which will make it a flat roll since I short sworded him.
Yep, correct.
23. Let's assume that hits.
Yep, that hits.
14 more damage.
Nice. You cut through that tendril there fully as it releases you, and you are no longer restrained in its grasp. It kind of recoils a bit, and you've definitely hurt it a decent amount. And this thing is looking weaker and weaker by the moment.
Beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay within 5 feet range of it, and I'm gonna move over here behind it and kind of use it as a shield.
All right, sounds good. I'm just gonna drag you so we can see you a little bit. That's perfect.
And that's my turn.
All right, who's up next?
I think I just look at Crick and I'm like, we're gonna cheese it, right? We're getting to the bucket, we're cheesing it out of here.
I think that's the plan.
Alrighty, then
And then as I see Rampu run crossbody around this thing and kind of look at Langston, maybe.
so I guess this thing dies first. Okay, well,
I look back at him. There's more to it than just this thing.
I mean, I get it, but we still gotta get to our ride, Rampu. I think what I'm gonna do is just because we're kind of all bruised and battered, I'm gonna do my 1/5 level spell. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on everybody. I think we all could kind of use it.
Yes.
And then it's 5d8 plus 3. If there are any ones, I will get to re-roll those. There are not. Everyone gets back 29.
Nice. And what's the range on that?
60 feet
Cool.
on everybody. So I tried measuring beforehand, and I think with Manto getting pulled in closer, he already was within range, but it just kind of shorted. And I was like, okay,
He's there now.
There you go.
Just
so,
literally doubled my health, so thank you.
yes, sir. So everyone, make sure you add that.
Yep, 29 health to everyone.
Should be put everyone in a better spot. And then with my movement, this thing. Oh, God. This thing can, like, take op attacks, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, it surprisingly didn't while you guys ran into the cave. Maybe the DM was dumb and didn't think about it, but...
It might have swung on somebody, I think. I think it might have, like, taken a hit at
It might have tried, yeah. It's a lot to manage over here.
Do I have anything fun as a bonus action? I don't think any of my spells or anything I can do. I'm gonna look at Crick and be like, I'm gonna make my way for the bucket, and just try to keep everyone. I think I'll just try to like move in conjunction with Crick, or just like look at it and be like, "What do you want to go to Ram?"
Well, let's see if this works. As you start to see my armor starts kind of shaking a little bit, and so this thing's real big. So I see its big legs. Is it possible for me to, if I line this up, I could be like underneath of it, but in front of a leg, to where I've got a straight line to hit all of the. If I cast lightning, I think I can hit everybody, including the animal.
Everybody? Or you mean the two
I-
dwarves?
Yeah, all of the dwarves and the big thing.
It wouldn't be all of the dwarves. Regardless, well, yeah, go
It's
ahead and
100-foot line.
Put the line out there, but yeah, it's just the width of it is the thing. But go ahead and
Hey,
Yes,
you
yeah.
could probably get me too then.
yeah,
It's
it would
not just.
probably.
I don't think it's just hostile creatures.
Yeah,
all.
I'm not worried
Yeah,
about
but if
you though. It's a
It's 120 feet.
dex save.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's 100 feet line width. Hold on, how do I do
Okay, you can just
line?
click the button next to the spell. But I got you.
Oh,
If you started just at the tip of this dude, it wouldn't hit Manto.
No, it would. It's a monster. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh,
So like if I
sweet
can't, hold on, I
mother
gotta
of
zoom
God.
out a little. Yeah, 'cause if I curve it, that comes from me.
You should move it further back this way.
No, like it has to come from me, so I'd have to run
Yeah.
all the way down there. So like
Got
I
it,
should
got
be
it,
able to
got
get all of them.
Yeah,
it's-
it
it's
does look
tough.
like it. All right, cool. So
Yeah.
we'll get.
I mean, you just have to roll a deck save and beat a 14, Manto.
That shouldn't be an issue.
Watch
Knock on
him roll.
wood.
And go ahead and roll the damage.
Fucking A. Alright,
You do have inspiration.
you know what?
Whatever.
yeah, I know that. Nah, I'll take the damage. I
Yeah,
take half
let me
damage.
have- Okay, so dex save, or the damage is 24, the save's 14.
Yes.
Alright,
15. 15.
15.
God, 86. That's all I get.
Yeah, okay.
Shit roll.
The two successes were 18, so we're good there. Reaver fails, Stargazer fails, and the two giant dwarves fail. Let me just double check something. Okay, yeah, that all looks good. Alright, so apply damage. And
Yeah.
Boom. Just spits out. Kills everybody.
and go and describe
And
that
then-
lightning bolt.
Like I said, it's kind of like the middle of the chest starts kind of revving up as I kind of run around and turn the corner, and it starts spitting out a little bit early. Actually, it kind of comes just a little bit early, and then I turn, and it just kind of shoots out as like all the nanobites just explode from my chest and just go straight in a line and run through everything and just eat little holes through everything, kind of like piranhas.
This switch me down.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Oh,
that
premature on that one.
that one had 1 health. I don't know why he didn't go down, but yeah, amazing. As Crick blasts through with a lightning bolt, it completely shocks through the body of the Stargazer as it convulses, kind of wing-like appendages and tendrils flailing and flopping in the air as it convulses, and eventually just legs give out underneath its massive weight and it collapses. Crick, you have to dive out from underneath of it as it just poof, and dust sprays up everywhere. Two of those dwarves up there seem to have died or have gone down at least, and the Reaver Mantas you're standing next to it, sparks shooting out of it, and Crick has done some damage.
Then
My ride.
As this thing's coming down, I kind of just start like hightailing it out like straight through, and it's like, Langston, I think the way's clear now, and I'm just gonna
Yep, I
kind
would
of run
agree
up
with you, buddy.
towards.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement too to move as close to Crick as I can.
Sounds good. Yeah, I think you have 10 more feet or something.
I moved 15. I have 40. But
Oh
I
yeah, you have
moved
40
20,
feet.
so
That's
I'm
right.
behind him.
Nice. I forget.
buddy.
I
I'll
forget that.
use I'll use 20 feet instead, and just kind of like be slightly ahead of Crick, because I think if I remember, the bucket is invisible, and I don't want to just be like standing outside of it. So I'll make it seem like I'm running in the general direction, but just be like, oh, crazy.
To attack this
I
guy.
thought it was around here. Fuck.
Incredible. Alright. Manto, do you have anything? You're still grappled.
Yeah. Yep. When you're grappled, do you have like free hands at all?
Yeah, you still can, like, it's pretty much just your speed is 0.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then with that, I wanted to specify based off like the wording of psychic teleportation, because it says technically I have to throw a psychic blade.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is just gonna be like, all right, I'm out of here, and just like I just throw like in the general direction of the bush, like, and he's like, I just imagine the dwarf is like, you don't have anything in your hand, and then he kind of looks, kind of like a dog, like looks in that general direction, and then he looks back at me, and like I'm gone, And he's like, oh, what the fuck? And so let me use a hit die
Get a 1, get a
to see
1.
how far I roll.
I don't think it's a hit die, it's a
1d8.
psionic
Yeah, that
dice,
was-
right?
Or a psionic die, yeah, it's a d8.
Yeah.
Ooh, 6, baby.
There you go.
So I will choose to go like all the way to, whoops, over here. And be like, I'm over here now. And then for my real action, I shoot him with my revolver.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, it was
Hey!
20, 28.
28 will hit.
That's dope.
Oh my god.
12 damage.
12
Imagine
damage.
that, dude.
This
That
Manto,
was bad.
just like he says, he's like, oh, well, I'll see you later. And he just completely vanishes. The guy looks back. He's not in his hands anymore. Looks back at Manto. He's possibly waving at him with one of his extra arms, but a revolver steadily pointing his way. And poof! Knocks him back as he falls back into the sparking reaver right behind him. Boom! Collapses onto the ground. And each one of these dwarves that have gone down, who were giant, you watch as they, like Mario losing his super mushroom power, he shrinks down and yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so with that, I just kind of like, I'm like going fucking crazy with like my revolver in the air, and I'm just like, I walk in like in front of the invisible bucket, and I'm aiming at you, the other guys. I'm like, y'all are next. Y'all are next.
Dude, don't mess with him. He'll shoot you in the face.
And then I look at
He's
the
crazy.
Stormbreakers, and I point the gun at them. I'm like, in the fucking bucket.
Okay. I healed
And
you.
that'll be my-
I don't know where this
that'll
pass
be
is
my
coming
turn.
from.
Thank you.
As yeah, Manto, I will say, actually, go and make a perception check real quick.
Yeah.
Nice, 28.
Careful.
You could see this dwarf mouthing something to himself as the bullet was piercing his flesh, and as he was going down, you could see him muttering the name of Ball and saying that I will
Uh-oh.
be meeting you soon.
That's not good.
And anything else for Team Bucket?
Yes, I will hit the enter button.
Love that. All right, let's get this guy out of
Oh,
here.
I will bonus action defense matrix.
Bonus action defensive position.
Yes, defense matrix.
All right. Sparks going off everywhere on the Reaver. Captain Voidfist kind of smacks Glitch. Fix the thing! And you! Points over to Blightfang. Get them! As he begins to stomp over in their direction as well. Glitch runs on over towards the Reaver. He's going to use a dash action so he can get all the way over there. And actually, does he have 40 feet? No, it's 30 feet. I can't do much else right now with the bonus action. Alright, so that's going to be his turn. You see as he pulls out some tools, part of his being itself is actually part of the tools as he begins to start to try to figure out how to fix this thing, get it back in working order. Blightfang, the lizard folk, comes on over in your guys' direction and sees... let's see, who would he go for? I think that display by Manto still, stealing the car, and then of course what he just did clearly has his attention. As he comes on over
It's the
here.
Kimberly has a revolver.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so ridiculous.
He pulls off his goggles, Manto, and you can see his eyes are this kind of glazed over, glowing stare, and he kind of calls over to you. Look over at him, and get this hypnotic kind of feeling, this mesmeric kind of allure from him, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
This was cool too.
Hold on one sec. Okay. 5, but what I will do is I'll use Guarded Mind. If you fail a Wisdom save, you can cause yourself to succeed instead.
Nice.
Hey.
Samantha, you
Damn,
see
son.
as he's staring at you. Yeah, Rogue's the jack of all trades over there, man.
Yeah.
They as he pulls his goggles out, and you start to feel this pull towards him. Everything around you, or not everything, but everyone rather around you, starts to vanish, starts to turn to ghost almost, and you can just see him standing strong. And whatever it is inside of Manto that keeps him steadfast and his mind strong, you fight off that sensation. Everyone stays where they are, and you are not affected by whatever this was that he was trying to do. So that was one of the things. All right, but still, with that not working, kind of frustrated, he pulls out one of his bolas and tosses it in your direction. And a 10 to hit will not hit. Rough, as it kind of just, he throws it and it hits something in the air, kind of nearby you. He's like, what? He's kind of confused by like what it was, and it clearly, you guys know it hit the bucket, but he doesn't know.
Ignore that.
that
Ignore that.
as it misses, and Captain Voidfist also making his way on over to you guys. With that's 15 feet of movement right there. As he actually, we're gonna go all the way on over here. This hulking figure approaches you guys, and you guys are now face to face for the first time this whole race. And he looks around, and you see his fist and his arms are glowing with this arcane energy, and they're humming. And as his fist glows with this orange hue, it starts to grow brighter as he takes it, lifts it up high, and he slams it as he punches it down to the ground. And this is going to be for everyone here. Let's see. I need a dex save from everyone that is in that radius. Pretty much everyone right there.
Ooh, 14. Is this dwarf still alive?
He is alive, yeah. He's gonna make one too.
Second. Sorry, my fingers.
This music is intense.
I know.
All right, all right, 26. Damn. All right, he slams his fist into the ground. Oh, that was low. Doing 22 points of bludgeoning damage. If you rolled, only Rampu saved.
Damn.
So everyone takes that 22, and you are stunned. Rampu, you take half of that, and you're not stunned. So 11.
Okay, well.
So as he
Fuck, stunned is no joke. Oh my god.
punches into the
What kind of
ground,
damage was it?
bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning. Son.
This seismic shockwave radiates out from where he punches into the ground. Boom! And it just convulses through your guys' bodies and stuns you in place as it completely just almost debilitates you in that moment. And that is it for... no, as he... yeah, that was his full movement. He looks over at Blightfang, says,
Oh, con's broken.
into the cave! And that is going to be their turn there. Something's happening up here, and then Iron Hal down here. He's stunned. Yaga is stunned. But one by one, boom, 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 each one of these dwarves sit back up with lifeless look in their eyes. And that'll bring us to Team Bucket. Oh wait, yeah, Yaga's stunned, so yep, nothing he can do.
They're not giants anymore, right?
They are not giants anymore.
Okay.
They might be giants. Is the band that sang the Malcolm in the Middle theme song. All
Show's
right,
coming back, by the way.
it is.
Fun fact. Can't wait. Oh, it's our turn.
It is Team Bucket's turn.
I
Okay.
can't much.
Don't worry, boys. I got this. I'm gonna go ahead and first things first, walk up to this guy right in front of Crick and I. Boom. And I'm gonna take a swing at him with my short sword. Bam. Ooh, 13.
13 is
Assume
gonna
that misses.
miss. He is
Got it.
stunned though, so you do have an advantage on him.
Woo! Thank God. Yeah, buddy.
27 hits.
Hold on. I don't have Hunter's Mark on him.
Make sure that you guys have your stunned on.
That's 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage on him.
And now I have advantage on my next one, but does that mean super advantage? That is an option.
It is an option. No, it's that's if like you were to use lucky with advantage.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't need it right now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do it. 19.
19 hits.
Yeah, but that's 11 more damage.
Nice. Rampu slashes down at Yaga the Unyielding here, Vaga the Unyielding here, and you take him down with that one fell swoop of that blade. I guess two swoops.
I ain't done yet because our bonus action, I have one more stabby stab. So I'm going to move up to this guy. And note I have advantage because I used my short sword. And I'm going to take a stabby stab at him.
The advantage just applies to the person that you attacked because it's like you hurt them in such a way that it gives you advantage.
Well, I'm going to lucky it.
All right.
So fuck you.
There you go. That'll work.
I want my advantage. 29.
Didn't need it, but that'll hit.
Didn't need it. Just to make sure, just for essence of coolness here. 14 damage. Let's see this.
All right, 14 damage. Nice. As you cut into him and barely put a nick into his flesh, he kind of just stares down at you with his glowing eyes and a stern look on his face as he might have just made a mistake.
Let's see about that. Get him, guys!
As they're all just stunned there.
Oh, shit.
That is your guys' turn. You guys are unstunned now at the end of your turn.
Right.
Yay.
Yes.
I start shaking them.
With that, though, Glitch up by the Reaver. You see he's got his tools out and starting to work his magic, doing what he can. And Glitch, the engineer, can do this, blah, blah, blah. Yep, alright, so he does. Nice. That'll be 27 healing. Back to the Reaver. As he jacks into it, as Crick does, and you watch as he starts to figure out certain ways to fix the computing mechanisms within it, and the sparking all succeeds, and he looks over at Void Fist and yells, "Back in working order, Captain!" And doesn't even acknowledge the word as Captain Void Fist, with Rampu right in front of him, just takes his massive metal fist and just starts pelting away at you. You dodge the first one with a 15. Takes a second swing. Ooh, he reads you on that one. Yeah, you can.
Yeah!
So I have reactions now. I'll Silvery Barb's the second one, and I'll give Rampu advantage with it for his next check.
How does that Silvery Barbs, like, how do you do that?
I'm just like fully stunned, and so what like I imagine is like because of that we can't move, and it's just like ringing in our ears. So I have like my hands over my ears, and then as soon as like it subsides and we can do stuff again, I like move my hands, and I'm just like, oh, can hear again. Oh, heads up, Rampu, and I'll just like shoot out like light from my hands.
Ah, he
I
kind of
feel that like whiz for a second.
throws him
Like,
off
oh my God.
barely. Yep, just kind of hits a little bit of your chin hair, and he goes in for his third and final strike here, and a 15 as that residual kind of blindness from Langston's move still lingers on and affects him from being able to strike Rampu as he would like. Yep, that's a bonus action though.
I look back at Langston and just go, thank you.
You're welcome. Please stop spitting in the shit I drink.
Deal.
As that happens, you watch as he tightens the grip of his fist, and they start to glow with this chromatic kind of colors up his arms, going like kind of a rainbow spectrum, and it goes shifting back and forth different hues. And he watches this, his posture changes a little bit, and you watch as a little bit of like almost like Crick's little nanobites, these small mechanisms start to form over his arms, and they start to even extend past his metal arms and over his body as he uses his Void Field Overdrive. And Blightfang comes on up here to Rampu, and smoking on his little stogie, kind of looks at you. Never really liked the dragon folk anyways. He goes and takes a bite at you. 23.
Bastard.
And then that'll be 4 piercing damage, and I need a con save from you. Not for your constant. Okay, yeah, great. So you will take just 5 points of poison damage on this, as you feel as when he bites into you, a little bit of that poison embedded in his teeth and his saliva starts to work its way through your system. And he's going to take another bite at you. 9 is going to miss, but you do need to make a con save for your hunter's mark, I think. Just a 10 you need to succeed.
Rolling? All right. There we go.
Cool,
Woo!
you are good. Okay, that is the end of their turn. And, oops. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Alright, that is the end of their turn. And the Iron Hal, the dwarves up now. Each one of them, the ones that were already sitting up, they begin to push themselves up off the ground. And Glitch kind of looks around nervously as they begin to circle around him. The one in between all of you guys, you all notice that he begins to move around a bit as well. And as he stays lying there on the ground, his eyes go wide. And the dwarves next to Glitch will all attack him. 2 of those attacks hit, doing 23 points of damage. Ooh, Glitch is looking hurt. Yeah, he's looking really hurt. They're just boom, boom, one after another, beating him up. You see him kind of start to short circuit a little bit over there. And that brings us to Team Bucket. No one restrained.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I would start to obviously see a trend that they keep popping up after, I guess, going down. Would I be able to know if it's because they're undead, or if it's some sort of dwarven trait that allows them to kind of like self-revive themselves or something like that?
Yeah, go ahead, make a religion check.
Thank you, Jesus.
Your boy ain't religious. 12.
A 12. I would say just with the fact with what you were able to perceive from what he was mouthing, they might, be like some sort of ball spawn, meaning like, yeah, they definitely have some sort of undead fortitude to them.
Yeah. Langston, you might need to do something about these dwarves with your holiness.
I mean, yeah, considering that they just keep doing this, I mean, they've got to have some, because I don't know what he heard.
No, you don't.
So I'm just kind of like, okay, I mean, yeah, there's obviously something evil. I think this is what my god is kind of influenced of. I think I can put them down, you know, no problem.
I would just say try some holy water, and then after that I would use my revolver to shoot the lizard folk.
I thought you were gonna shoot one of the dwarves, be like, use holy water. Anyway.
Anyway, here's my bang stick.
One.
Ooh.
Oof. That will. Yeah, that's a no hit.
Thank you. Bonus action. I am. Let me see something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna psychic teleport behind the my airship little thing. But I'm gonna attempt to, at least, depending on if I roll that high.
Behind the Reaver?
Son of a bitch, yeah. 20. Fuck.
I mean, so what? I mean, you guys can all, you know, if Manto's doing this, and look, I don't know, what's everyone else? What's going on here?
I thought we were gonna run, guys. As Crick's kind of like running towards the bucket.
I mean, yeah.
Shit. That uses my movement to run to the bucket. Well, then get in.
So,
Alright,
what?
so then in that case, I disengage, and I run into the bucket. When we get in the bucket again, we're gonna go invisible, correct?
No.
No.
No?
We're not, but the
No,
bucket's invincible.
No, the bucket-
Yeah. You know, they'll see us,
got
but
it.
we're also in a thing that can move now, right?
Opa invisible boatmobile style.
But if we all disengage,
Exactly what I was thinking.
if we all disengage, you can't drive away though.
I'm not gonna disengage. I'm driving,
Okay.
right? So like, because I could like run up and then hop in the bucket and take off.
Yeah,
right?
if that was the plan.
Yeah, I don't have to
Send it back.
disengage. I can take the opportunity attacks. That's fine.
Okay.
Great. I'm gonna disengage and run into the bucket, and I can still bonus action when I disengage, though, right?
Yeah, of course. We're gonna have a disadvantage roll at Crick. Ooh, 14.
Mm-mm. No.
And for bonus action, I'll get back in my gun and I'll hide.
Hilarious. Make a stealth check. So just for reference, you do need to have some cover for your item. I reread it and I was like, because that can't make sense. Where is it? Nature's Mantle. So yeah, you have to be lightly obscured for it to be able to fully
Technically, I
work.
can run hide right now.
Yeah, I would say right now
Now-
that might be pushing it.
So I won't hide, but
Alright.
I will reapply my hunter's mark on the big guy over here.
All right, that's totally fair. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, well, might be controversial, but because I still have my movement, hold on, I'm measuring real quick, give me a second, measuring distance from this point, well, they're all in range, score! Okay, cool, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use, a few feet of my movement to stand, like, right in front of the bucket, like, here. I'm gonna channel Divinity on everybody, not our enemies, because I can get up to... How many people is it? Oh, it's literally just anybody within 30 feet, and since it just kind of goes out from me, it should get all three of the guys directly south of me, and then all three of the dwarfs. I think Glitch might be out of range. Yeah, he's 35, but it should be able to get all three of the dwarfs within 30 feet. Or 25 feet, so everyone has to, all of them have to make a DC 15 con save, or it'll take 2d10 plus 9.
Okay, roll that damage.
I still think you get that last one.
Just Glitch is out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, Glitch is, he's 35.
Yeah, but as long as you get the dwarves.
Yeah,
I
all
feel
the
like that's
dwarves are in
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say all the dwarves would be within range. of
So
this, which
con
is,
14.
it is con 15. My spell save is 15.
Nice. And yeah, roll that damage.
He's a daddy.
Where the heck is? I mean, actually, how long? It's doing the 2d10. It's still customized to be like plus 13 for some reason. I don't know how to fix that.
That's
Oh.
D&D Beyond issue. It sounds like.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll 2d10 and then just add the plus 9 on this. Sick. 18 damage total, 9 for anyone who saved.
Okay, and that's radiant damage.
Correct. So I kind of want to use that to gauge the dwarves. Be like, does this keep you down?
Sorry,
What's power menu?
I of course X'd out of the quick roll menu because I wasn't using it or anything. No, I was using it exactly. So no, that was my fault. 15 con and then 18 damage was the total.
Correct.
All right, let me roll for them.
For...
And Void Fist is the only one to succeed.
Nice.
Nice.
He still takes 9.
He still takes. You said 9? Yeah. No, yeah, half damage.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and apply damage.
I like look at him. I look at Captain Voidfist and I'm like, this was not meant for you. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me and my friends. And then I'll just like start I'll to the bucket.
As this wave of radiance just boom, softly pulses out from Langston. Does it come like from your? Yeah, it comes from your shield probably, right? With the.
Yeah. With this one, I like see how he did his seismic fist, and I'm like, 2 can play this game. Again, this is not for you. And I'll just like gently set it on the ground, and as soon as like the point hits the ground, it just like emanates off me.
And with that, each one of the dwarves, like kind of like a gentle wind, pushes them over, and they just fall back. And each one of them, no longer twitching, no movements. And Langston, you're pretty confident that the radiance is what was needed, the trick that was needed to get them to stay still once and for all.
Sweet. Langston doesn't know that the bucket, that we're visible in the bucket, so Langston just shoots a middle finger out of the window and then shoots back in like, ha, they'll never know where that came from.
Void
And then
Fist just
totally
cracks
not
his knuckles
realizing
at you.
Just see,
I would,
see everything.
since we're back in like our positions, I would just kind of like tap Langston from behind him, like on the back of the shoulder. I'm like, "Way to use your holy water, buddy."
Thank you. Again, I take out like the 2 flasks I have. I'm like, I do have these if we need them, but that seemed more effective. Thank you for the tip. Did they say any type of who the influence was? I was told of a darkness that was here, and I imagine that was them.
Yeah, they mentioned the name Ball. I guess
What?
maybe Ball. Maybe he's life or something. I don't know. I guess now death.
Okay.
Actually
Okay.
familiar with the Ball.
Familiar with my balls.
Okay.
Ball is
We're gonna
life.
go.
We can talk about this as we leave. Crick.
We are
Yeah,
gonna
Crick, hit
unpack
it.
this at some point.
As all they're saying that, I'm sitting there and I look at the other people and go, maybe we have some drinks after the race. As I just floor it and we just start.
And I yell, as we drive away, I yell, suck our ball!
And
He's
that
only got one.
I look at Rampu and Manto so seriously, I'm like, do not joke about this. And I like stifle a laugh after that. I'm just like, don't stop.
Yeah, that's 60. So then, yeah. So I will action dash. So we'll go 120. So we're moving now.
Oops, yeah, you hear it crackling over these loud arcane speakers that must be embedded in the rocks somewhere, like that, like the cheesy landscaping that you see around a pool in a suburban neighborhood. And you hear, the Stormbreakers, they made a break for it! Do they have the key? We don't know! Let's find out! And so we got plenty of them down, only one other opponent. No, wait a minute! Look in the distance! There's another opponent still up there! The Bone Burner! Dead Man Cade
no.
coming around the corner! And Team Bucket, you guys have made a little bit of distance. Anything else for you?
We don't see Cade, right?
Not where you are.
And the vehicle actions are tied directly to the character actions too, right? Like I can't
Correct.
shoot right now because I'm out of okay.
Yeah.
I can't save a bonus action, can I?
You can't what?
Can I save a bonus action?
No, you could ready an action,
Okay.
but yeah, no.
Okay. Then that's all I got. I've really thought about doing some to fuck with Cade, but I was like, if we can't see him and I can't.
Alright, so that brings us to Team Void Reavers. Kind of just dust and sand sprayed up in their way as you guys burnt out here. And Captain Voidfist yells, Glitch! Get that thing started! As they make their break on over and they hop back into the Void Reaver. Let's see, he's gonna have to dash to get in there. The Lizard Folk. Glitch hops on in and they are back at it. That was a full movement for Void Fist, or for, let's see, I'm gonna subtract his movement from their vehicle movement. So 30 feet from the 90 feet, I believe it is. 100 feet, so 70 feet they can go. Right on your guys' tail. As they, you guys hear the arcane humming as they whip it back around, and they are right on the tail of the bucket. You see the fire in their eyes as they are ready to do what they need to do to win this race. Void Fist, let's see. Yep.
Can I yell to them, be like, you need a key, dickhead? And then as we're still cruising.
Probably wouldn't respond, but it's like, whatever, fucking did see you guys go in the fucking cave and then come out 2 seconds later. I'm not dumb. And, as he, let's see, shoots off. Actually, no, I gotta see if I can reload this. Yeah, I can. Holds up his fist in the air and shooting in a line.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Can I drop a 40? There we go. 40-foot line. We'll get. He's going for. So this would be whoever is behind Crick, because he's going for the driver.
Ooh, sorry, Rampu.
All right, so I need I need a deck save. A deck save from Crick and Rampu. This will you can use.
This is lightning.
It's force damage actually.
God damn it!
It's a rocket that's shooting at him. Yeah, just the AOE's, you know, limited in the design aspect. But make
22.
one for the bucket. Actually, Crick.
Oh yeah. Oh, one for the bucket. All right, hold on.
I can do it if I have it open.
Dex 12.
Okay. So 20.
I'm gonna ratchet into that, and I'm gonna add a D4.
Nice.
Which takes me to 15, and then I'm gonna throw in my +3 as well to take it to 18.
All right. Well, then you nimbly bimbly escape that narrowly. You, Crick, though, will take 22 points of damage. The bucket and Rampu will take 11.
All right,
Okay.
22. Oh.
I gotta do my con save.
Yep.
The-
10.
God damn it!
Yep. So Hunter's Mark drops. Captain Voidfist looks down.
11, you
What a
said?
Fucking pussy. Yes. All right. So as you are wrapping that up, Dead Man Cade comes around the corner as he goes, and he approaches up a bit of a dead end here as he has to reel back on his undead horses as they reach this area where the spike pit is. Can't seem to get around it at all. Kind of huffing and puffing and trying to figure his way out. think that's gonna end his turn there. He's not quite sure what to do. Team Blucket.
First things first. I am pissed off. So you see me, and I point that gun at that bald piece of shit that just shot us.
Make sure, is
I'm
it
gonna take-
recharged though? Do you know if it's been?
It is. I
Okay.
did before. Right before I got off, I recharged it.
Awesome.
Before you do, are restrained.
I
do
know.
restrained
I also.
creatures-
Sorry,
Okay.
I had also magic weaponed it, so it's a +1 to it.
That's right. I remember that.
Do
Yeah,
restrained
but-
creatures
so-
have disadvantage? Or do restrained creatures have advantage with attacks taken at them?
Attack rolls against creatures have advantage when they're restrained. Yep.
Alright, before I see the look in Rampu's eyes, and I will use Will of Power in one hand to get back a 3rd level spell, and then I'll instantly use it and Light Snare these people as a bonus action. I'll Light Snare the Reaver, so Rampu could have advantage and hold him in place. I just have to hit my, if I hit Light Snare, then they'll be restrained and can't take any movement.
All right. So this is on the Reaver then.
Yes.
So roll 17.
Alrighty. 22.
Nice.
Woo!
I
Do I have advantage now?
You sure do. As the Reaver just halts into place, as Langston, how do you describe how you do that?
I just look up.
Oh
I
my
hear
God!
the-
One was a nat 1. You're the man.
I just hear the thing turning, and I'm just like, oh, he's gonna hold on, Rampu, wait, and I'll just like imaginary lasso and like beat out a Light Snare and just like hold the Reaver in place. And I'm like, okay, you're good, let it rip.
Rampu.
Sweet. I hit, and
Well, describe it though. That's fucking sick.
God damn it! So I, whatchamacallit, when he does that, it actually, when he interrupts me, it takes me away from like just having like a rage shot that actually would have been catastrophic, because who knows, probably wouldn't have hit, you know. And so it makes me focus real hard for a second. So I take a deep breath, Rampu. Fire! And then I take a shot at that bitch.
Incredible. Yeah, boom, strike it into the Reaver. Kind of throws it off kilter a little bit. See some sparks coming off of it, so a little bit of the metal shrapnel, and yeah, it's pretty beat up after, you know, Manto's run in with it and in these attacks. Anything else, or you know, anyone want to jump in right now?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, go on.
Unless you have a bonus action that you want to do.
I do. Now, since this thing is a ranged weapon,
Mm-hmm.
could I bonus action a Hail of Thorns as well?
The damage would have been the Hail of Thorns damage, right? I think. It
Never mind.
replaces it.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. That's never mind. So then the bonus action, I'll Hunter's Mark the big guy again.
Okay. Yep. Leave that on him.
And then go ahead, Metsu.
Make sure you mark that spell slot. But yeah, Manto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
It's
just want
because
to kind of.
oh god.
Go ahead.
Mine was just gonna be because of using it. I still had a free spell slot. I just used it to make sure I still have a reserve 3rd one. So I still have one. I just didn't need to update anything. I'm still at
cool.
2 used with one remaining.
No worries. Sounds good.
I just want to confirm. Glitch is the driver of the vessel, right? The
Yes.
Reaver. Okay. So yeah, I got my revolver pointed right at him, and I'm gonna take a shot with advantage.
He's not typically the driver, but he is currently because of the situation. But 16 will hit him.
Oh, thank God. Oh, 19 damage.
Looking hurt. This is revolver. Ping! Sparks ricochet off of him as the bullet hits his metal exterior.
Oh,
Is
and-
hurt.
By the way, for my magic weapon, I forgot to add +1 to the damage roll
Gotcha.
as well.
That's to hit also, just something to remember also.
Yeah. I didn't need it this time because I rolled like a 23, but yeah.
So Manto, you get that nice hit on him. they're still like kind of trying to get this thing moving, but can't figure out a way to get it up and going again. Do you have anything else?
Yeah. Can I use Psychic Blade as a bonus action, even though I didn't use it as my main attack action?
Is it? I think it says that like you have to do the Psychic Blade as an action, right? I can't remember. You might be able to.
After you attack with the blade on your turn, you can make a melee or ranged attack with a second Psychic Blade as a bonus action. Okay. Cool. I'll just kind of like smack Crick in the back of the head. I'm like, drive faster.
Hit it.
Crick.
If I cast boost thrusters, so 30 feet to movement, that would also affect the dash too, right?
Correct.
If I do a dash.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So as soon as he hits me, it's like okay, and we start moving, and then we do like a little wheelie as the boosters on the back, kind of like in Cruising USA when you like double tap the accelerator. It's like,
Yeah, buddy. I still have that game. I have Cruising World.
We just fucking take off. For what is that? 180? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's
50.
Full movement plus dash movement. Yeah.
Yep.
We out of here.
So there's 50.
So, eat my
There's
shorts
another
as you guys blaze past these guys, leaving them in the dust.
That's 100. That's 180, and we're just kind of flowing around this way. That's 185, 180. And we're just kind of going around the corner here.
Amazing.
And this is like, is that a jump, or is that flat ground in front of, like, if I take this shortcut kind of thing?
Yeah, as you're looking over that way, you know, it's hard to like see fully, but definitely you'd imagine that there's some sort of lip there, some sort of drop.
Okay.
All right, Team Blucket. Anything else?
Just that the Reaver is stuck in place till the end of their next turn. So once they go after us, after that they can begin.
Cool. So yeah, they'll still be stuck this turn, and then they can move.
Correct.
Cool. That's what I thought. Beautiful. All right. So that is Team Blucket. Then the Reaver. You can just hear shouting. You guys just, you know, maybe not, you know, the humming and the energy of everything going on over here, but they're just trying to, you know, Captain Voidfist is yelling at Glitch to get this fucker up and running. And that is going to be it for them. As you guys begin to turn the corner over there, Deadman Cade scratching his head, trying to figure out what to do. He hears the sounds of your guys' vehicle turning the corner, kind of turns his head slowly and sees you guys cruising on up that way with no one, in tail or chasing behind you. Cracks onto the reins of his undead horses, and they begin to gallop on this way, back north, as they make their way on up here a little bit further and further. There is, this little bit of a hillside here, a little bit of a drop down here. It's kind of has a hard time seeing up above it, but nonetheless, watching your guys' trail, and he's got an action readied, and that'll bring us to the Blucket group.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna quickly try to reload the cannon. It's a D5, right?
Yeah, classic D5. No, it's a D6.
Classic D5.
Whatever, man. I have a Dreamcast. A Dream Station. That's what it is.
A Dream Station.
That doesn't work.
No, it does
not. So, but
Crix does
though. I do see that. Actually, would my magic weapon work with that too, or no? Right?
With what?
It's just attacks and with reloading.
No, yeah, it's just the attacks. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can still shoot at it. with my. I'm gonna take a shot at this captain back here. It's on perfect range to do so with my longbow.
You're showing a dead man Cade, the skeleton.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
And yeah, I'll do it. I can't see my roll.
It's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, buddy. And that's that much damage.
13. Okay. And this is at him or his horses? Him,
This is
right?
at him.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna shoot him again.
Ooh, 28 hits.
A 28. So does that mean it's a nat 20?
Nope, 19, because you have the +1 on there. It looks like
Oh,
the magic
yeah,
weapon,
yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
or something.
Which I guess shouldn't be.
But there's your 20 there.
Yeah, buddy.
Jesus Christ. Oh wait, you don't have Hunter's Mark on him, so let's take 1 off that one last one and 5 off of this one, so 12 and 15 total.
Okay, and bonus action. Ooh, nah, never mind. That's fine. That'll be that.
Okay. Crick, you're behind the wheel, and you do see this little jump down here. Of course, the archway that you guys could pass through up north, which, you know, the purple worm carcass is on the opposite side of that. You guys did
I'll
come
say
from
hit
this
it.
way, but that was, you know, maybe not the best way for you guys to go in general.
So I am going to I see the purple worm up there, and I'm going to immediately shoot all of my magic missiles at this little like worm creature sitting right over here. Did I freeze? Where is it? Right, kind of there. Oh, never mind. And they just disappeared, so I can't do that.
So then that was that's my dungeon master token. That's not a creature. Just trying to kill me.
Dungeon Master.
Oh, so that's
That
how you
guy.
win Dungeons and Dragons.
That's
Yeah.
right. Nat
Killed the
20
DM.
on him.
So I guess it's kind of all right. Let's keep going. Are we feeling the worm as we made the last corner? I'm like, watch out for the worm, guys, as I kind of start going forward, and assuming I don't hear anything from the crowd.
Hit it.
Can I just can I ready my action as well and just hold it?
Yeah. What are you readying, and what's the trigger?
I think what I'm going to do is let me see what those. I'm gonna ready a guiding bolt, and it's gonna be for the Reaver. If they get within 120 feet of us, I'm just gonna let it fucking.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Because
You
I'm-
do need to spend the spell slot now if you want to do that, and if you
Okay.
don't use it by the start of your next turn, it fizzles out.
Okay.
Just so you know.
If I don't see that, would I be able to designate it to Kate, or since I've spoken the Reaver, it must be them?
You can say instead if an enemy gets within 100 feet of me or something like that. You know.
Okay. I'll go for that.
Okay. Alright, well, as you guys do cross through the threshold of this archway here, Deadman Cade whoosh, whips onto his horses, and with flames spitting out underneath the hooves, he comes gunning it towards you guys. And yeah, he gets within that distance.
Hey, I
Listen.
didn't take my turn.
No, but he used his ready to action
Okay,
that once you guys got up into that area, he was dashing.
Gotcha.
Wait,
Well, now you can shoot him.
Well,
I still
yeah.
have 65 feet of movement, by the way.
Yeah, but the ready to action was once you guys essentially got to the purple worm.
no.
Yeah, but
Yep,
Langston, you
put
can
that out.
shoot off your you know, if you'd like.
Yep.
Well, you got.
Does a 16 hit him? I'm aiming for him.
For him, it does.
Beautiful. Then he be taken 46 radiant damage. 13.
Oh.
13, and with him, you just watch as this radiance just shoots out like a beam of energy towards Deadman Cade, and just completely envelops him with this light that just explodes like an atom bomb inside of him as bones just spray everywhere. And Deadman Cade is officially a dead man.
Yay!
Deadest man
You're-
Cade.
You're doing good with
Okay.
all these dead people.
There are a lot of dead people in this race. Can we talk about why do so many dead people race into this?
That's a fair point. Probably because they wouldn't think they'd die. Ah.
Crick, you can make jokes at a time like this? My guy.
We're just cruising now. After he dies, it like just kind of slows down a little bit. We're at cruising speed now.
Hell yeah. You guys make around the turn. And Manto, anything from you?
So, I just want to clarify, with the revolver, anything past 40 feet is at disadvantage.
Yeah, up until whatever the higher distance is.
So anything past the higher distance is disadvantage.
No, anything past the higher distance, you can't hit.
Oh, okay. With that attitude. Let's see. What's the range on guiding bolt again?
Probably 120. Something like that.
Is that what it is? Okay. Back from where we were over here,
Mm-hmm.
I would kind of like remember our bearings and how we kind of asked these the raiders, and I saw Langston hit his guiding bolt. I'm like, ooh, and I had my stones kind of still spinning around. Just like grab it out of the air, kind of crush it up, and like I take Langston's face and like I just jam it in his mouth, and I'm like, get the raider.
Get the radar.
And that's a level 1 guiding bolt. Yeah, from when we were here. That raider right there, the purple one. He's 115 feet away from where we were.
Alright, so yeah, Manto, you cast the spell. It just uses Manto or Langston's abilities. It comes out of the stone.
Okay, all right. Then I'm like, crush
just
it up,
like, wow.
and then I just kind of like Iroh. I aim my finger to the sky and redirect like lightning bolt from the sky into the raider.
Alright. You barely see this pinprick sitting on top of the cliff here, the mountain here, and go and shoot this blazing radiant energy at him. Yeah, go and roll that spell cast to hit.
Langston, go for it.
Should be
You got it. Ha.
an 11. Just mention he's about as far away as he could be for you to be able to hit him, and the energy of this radiance just blasts into the mountain right underneath of him. You see some of that earth sunder off of it, and his head spins around quickly in your guys' direction, but sees you guys just trailing around the mountainside here, and just watches and watches.
Oh, gents, be prepared.
I think we pissed them off.
All right. Anything else for Team Bucket?
Maybe they'll think it was Dead Man Cade.
As they just see the pile of bones strewn across the ground in dust.
I said maybe.
The horse all kind of trying to nuzzle up against it, but there's literally nothing there.
Don't make me sad about this. Don't make me feel bad about the horses.
All right. Any other movement for you? Are we
No.
good? All right. Team Reaver then. Get this fucker going! Yells out as, what do I have here that can jump this? Nope, does not recharge. Okay, they just keep on cruising on then using a dash action. They will go 200 feet total. And that will put them right there. And that brings us to Team Bucket. Coming around the corner when they come.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead first and re-roll the weapon dealie.
Yeah. Crick, do you want to get you guys some movement in here? Get you around the corner or anything?
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go and do the base 60 feet, because then we should be closer, right?
Yeah, the Bucket keeps on
60.
cruising around the corner. Rampu tries to get the fucking gun reloaded again, but this thing is kind of busted and doesn't want to get working. Regardless, though, you can coming around the corner where you see the vacant raider vehicle and the raiders up on the cliffside up here, and they still have a spike trap set up with the raider on either side of it. I'm gonna get rid of this drawings. No more fire, but what do you guys do?
I would say to the guys, give me the key.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Immediately hand him the key.
And I'm gonna take aim with my longbow at this. I'm gonna actually, can I reapply Hunter's Mark even though my target's still alive?
Yeah, you could just reapply it. You just had to,
Bonus action it,
yeah,
right?
yep.
So I'm gonna bonus action that with this guy right here. So this purple guy.
You know, I
has
do
it
think
now.
it's a 60 feet range. Yeah, you guys will eventually get up there, so yeah, that's fine. All right.
Cool. And I will take a shot at his ash
Cool.
with my longbow.
Well, you're gonna have a hard time hitting his ass because he's facing you guys now. He's prepared to. You guys for coming
It's gonna
around
go
the corner.
through him and out of his ass.
It's gonna go around his body and loop back around.
Oh, on that
ooh.
one.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be hard to hit his ass.
It was hard.
And I'll shoot again for my second shot real quick.
Yep.
Not 20.
Are you serious?
Through his
God
Do it
damn
Russ the second time.
20.
Alright, incredible. Yeah, Rampu, you completely missed the ass on the first one, but the second one, you watch as it's going wide, but it turns around 180 and pierces right into his cheeks. 12 points of damage. Well, yeah, 12 because you still have the. Actually, no. The dragon's extra damage is no longer applied. It's been over a minute now. So get that D4 off of there. But because it is only a minute, right? Or am I wrong about that?
It's a minute.
Okay, so yeah, that's gone. So we'll take just the. God, so many numbers on there. 3 off, so that's 9 damage total. Plus your normal.
That's
Full
20
dice
and my-
damage, so 8 and 6, so 14 more? Yeah. So with that shot, Rampu lines it on up and hits him right in the ass, and you watch as he boom 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 tumbles down the mountain dead.
And I look over at the crew and I just say, it's a very complicated shot, you know. Sometimes you gotta try twice.
He was facing us. How did you shoot him in the ass?
Years of practice, my friend.
What
Years
type of
practice.
marksmanship have you been with?
That's why I'm the captain. But, you know, it's proven it did.
This
by
whole situation is asinine.
That
I
Coming
see
in.
what he did there.
is Frick, 2 for
I mean,
2.
look at him up there. He really made an ass out of himself, right? All right, anyways, that's good.
Hold. So they have a spike trap. Our car is kind of hovering, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can go like 10 feet total. Kind of just skims across the ground currently, but you can get it a little bit higher if you guys would like.
Will it clear the spike trip?
Speaking of getting
Certainly
high,
Do you
try.
think?
Let me look at the map.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, it's definitely, the spikes aren't. They're probably like chest high, like on a normal sized humanoid.
Okay.
Holy
Alright,
shit.
so we just
Okay,
gotta
so
start.
it's gonna do-
Veer to the right.
Into the rocks.
I will.
Go
Good.
ahead.
After you.
I see the one to the left, and I'm just going to psychic blade it.
Pull out your gun.
Nope. 26.
26 will hit.
Ooh.
This is the one up on the
Yeah.
cliffside or by the spike strip?
The orange one.
Gotcha. Yep, that'll hit.
Alright. Max
Nice.
damage.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And then bonus action. Psychic Blade. But hold on one sec. Let me see something.
Yes, you have advantage.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll still continue to go at the orange one. $21.
That will hit.
Beautiful. So there's that damage.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, another max.
Plus. Hell yeah. Plus sneak attack.
If you get max sneak
Having
attack, I'll
it.
smack you.
Hit it. Hit
Come
it.
to
Hit it.
fucking Carroll County. I dare you. That's not where I
Did
live, one viewer on Twitch. Hold on one sec. Alright,
It's definitely not where I live.
You mean at 515 Evercrest Road? No, not where I live.
Evercrest Road.
What happened to the sneak attack that... okay, there it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna do 4d6 and knock it prone.
Okay. So, I need to make a strength save.
Actually, that doesn't really do anything because it still get up and do it. So I'm just gonna do 5d6.
You 30 damage. Oh my god.
21.
Wow.
That's 18.
a good roll,
plus
buddy.
21. That's what 30
Wow,
did.
dude.
39 damage on this turn.
Yeah, he does.
He did.
I mean, he's not dead, but it was a good turn.
Damn it.
That's the only round he's been hit, or only attacks he's been hit. But that was fucking awesome for sure. He's bloodied after that one round of attack or one person attacking him, and looking very very weak.
Just kind of flex my like twig-like arms. I'm like, yep, who's the man?
Okay, so
There, I
everyone
killed
is
mine.
pretty
Out of the
Me.
ass.
Random question. From what I saw these raiders shooting at the other cars earlier, because we drove through invisible, were they using like lasers or were they using like guns?
Yeah, they were using like kind of like a blaster, kind of like laser gun kind of thing.
So, not a Ferris material.
No.
Okay, well,
Pew,
then that would be a
pew.
waste. Alright. Hold on. Let me measure something. I might be able to do something really funny here. Hold on.
There's always
I
time
would
for
just
something
do-
really funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of range completely for what I was thinking. Hold on, sorry, measuring. Okay, yeah, no.
6
no point.
inches.
I was just about to say the same thing.
It's funny because I literally almost made the same joke earlier when he said he was measuring. I'm not even kidding.
Fine.
Great minds think
This is
alike.
why we're friends.
It's an appropriate amount, alright? Jeez.
Around. Think about it.
That's what Brent said.
That's right. All around.
I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna grab the exposed wire within the bucket, and I'm gonna kind of hold one hand on the wire, one hand on Crick, and I'm just gonna look at it and be like, passenger princess duties, and I'm gonna filter in freedom of movement to the bucket.
Okay, so no
to
difficult
go up and
terrain,
down?
essentially, right?
No difficult terrain, and spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause it to have the paralyzed or restrained conditions. And it also has a swim speed equal to its speed, so we are now an ATV.
Nice. Incredible. Yeah, Langston infuses the magic upon amongst you guys, and anything else? Rampu took your actions, Manto, you took your actions. Anything, Crick, you can do?
I bonus action healed myself.
Okay.
That's what that 8 was.
All right. And is that everything for everyone here?
Is it a? I can't remember. Is it an action or a bonus action to heal the car with a hit die? I think it's an action, right?
Yes, it's the mending spell
Right.
to cast on it.
Okay. Alrighty.
All
Then
right.
I'm good.
Cool. So that brings us to the Raiders then. Taking it to Oakland as we have this one up top here who just got blasted by Manto. Takes out, or he's already got his blaster out, this kind of laser gun. Let me send what they look like. I don't know if I sent what they look like to you guys yet. Can't really see them
No.
from afar, but they are
Oh,
these
sweet.
like very
That's wild.
tribal, like, you know, four-armed humanoid kind of creature. They seem to rely on their kind of psychic energies as they shoot off this blaster attack.
Imagine the hand jobs, am I right?
As
You know, the gardening
as I-
and stuff.
I
You
was
know,
gonna say,
like-
as you look over at Manto and your mind starts to wander.
we could plant a lot of trees before us.
9 and 11, I will never forget. We'll miss. The next two.
No.
Nope. 15s are misses all around there.
Hey Siri, play tap.
And
Never forget.
9/11 joke.
it's been like 25 years. Come on.
Oh god.
All right, and all those attacks miss, unfortunately.
Not that.
Yeah, jeez. Okay,
You're
that
gonna
was
get Alex ordered, man.
yeah, that one was bigger than mine. All right, the Reaver now. Oh, actually, oh, almost then. We'll roll a. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, cannot. They will keep on gunning it. You guys hear their humming coming around the corner. As the humdumdingers are making their way. Ooh, they are getting close actually with their full dash movement. You guys can see them peeking around the corner. Oops, let me get this screen on over here, right? And yeah, you guys are kind of in range a little bit, so we're gonna try something out here. Oops, that's the wrong stat block. I'm like, where's his shit? Sorry, I got a lot going on over here. 6, there we go, that's what I wanted. As it comes around the corner, Captain Voidfist holds up his fist and shoots out a rocket directly at the bucket, and I'm gonna roll a D4. Let's see. Yeah, this is going for Rampu. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Rampu and Crick. This will be towards you guys, and the bucket. I need a deck save.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit. Actually, no. Sorry. Forget about that. It's a 40-foot distance, and he's too far away from you guys for that. I can't do anything. Yeah. Okay. So that is it. And Team Bucket. Sorry. Yep. He's a little bit too far.
Okay, let me try to recharge real quick. Let's see. God damn it! Force. All right. I'm still gonna try to take down the guys in the cliffs, so I'm gonna aim real quick for this red guy over here.
Rampu's going down on guys in the bluffs.
That's right, he is.
Getting
Boom,
McNasty.
baby.
All right.
23.
Yeah, on which one? The orange one or which one?
The orange guy up in the cliff.
Yeah, 23 hits.
Okay, and that is 12 damage, baby.
Nice.
Tell me he did.
With 12, yep. No, actually, I was a little bit too far out. Almost dead. He's very close.
Sneeze on him.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
I'll take one more shot at him then.
All right.
16.
That'll hit. They'll just hit.
8
And
damage.
there you go. With 3 health left. Knock him out. Boom. 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 He hits a couple of the rocks on the way down, and then about a 5-second drop until he completely boom, smacks onto the earth down below, and it's probably a good thing you guys can't see where he landed.
Oh, jeez.
And I think we're good. Actually, I'll just bonus action reapply Hunter's Mark on this blue guy, just so I can
Okay.
one right ahead of us. And that's my
I
turn.
figure we would start hovering higher to get over that spike strip.
All right.
And I'll do a dash. And then, yeah, we'll just do a dash for now.
Before we would have left
Yes.
from that spot, I would have, seen the Reaver behind us, and I believe they were in range.
They were. I was measuring. From
No,
my
never
MSA,
mind.
they were 90
Crick,
feet.
did you want to go further? Like that's not your full dash movement, right?
Not at all.
That was 120.
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
160 is your full movement with dash. Or is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, 120. That's right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, because I don't. The thing didn't refresh.
My bad.
Well, then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to ready an action for when Reaver gets. Let's see, let me measure real quick.
Oh man.
Pretty much
Just so ready for the next
just
turn.
before they cross over the spike strip. Which is like 55 feet, 60 feet from me. That's like my max range for Psychic Blade. I will throw a Psychic Blade at Glitch.
Sounds good. And yeah, as you guys were about to approach that spike strip, Crick begins to lift you guys up as far as the bucket can go. It starts to shake a little bit, back and forth. You can feel like the, little bit of the flimsiness of the structure begin to give a little bit as you guys take to the air, and then get back down to the ground as the spikes are down below you, and you make it onto the other side. Manto's got something ready in case the opponents make their way on up to there. And then Langston, you got anything?
I'm going to ready an action. Sir, I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna ready an action to pretty much whenever the Reaver gets within 60 feet, I'm gonna use my last 3rd level spell slot to try and light snare them in place just to fuck with them one last time and piss them off and keep them out of range.
Love it. Okay. Incredible. Anything else for Team Bucket then? You guys can see the archway in the distance, about another almost 300 feet away. And once you guys make it there, hopefully it's home sweet home. But we got the Raiders up first. We know that they're not capable of winning. So let's see, this first one over here by the spike strip with the Hunter's Mark on him. As you guys cruise on by, he, with disadvantage unfortunately, because you guys are a little bit further away, he's going to take a shot at Rampu in the back. 13. And then another one. 10. And then these shots are going at Manto in the back. Nat 1.
Yeah.
And 7.
Nice.
As they both just miss their shots, and as they see, their allies dead, they quickly begin to hop up, and don't see exactly where they go, but they seem to be making their way back into like the rocky outcroppings. And it brings us to Team Reaver. Cruising around the corner. They are buzzing through here. Dust and sand spewing up behind them as they dash. They make it up to the spike strip, and
But
So-
before they get to the spike strip,
yeah,
Psychic Blade.
on Glitch.
Glitch.
23 hits.
Nice.
Min damage.
Oof.
Not
And
nice.
with that, am I still able to use my bonus action?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
When they okay, so I guess we're good then. We're good.
All right. and then I'm gonna go for my last light snare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby.
20. Go ahead and describe that, Langston.
I'm passenger princess, but I'm like turned over the shoulder, so it's kind of like this. But I'm like in the front, I'm just like looking back, like waiting till I see him, and I'm just like, oh, there we go. And I lean over and just hold out a middle finger, and just like, turns into light, and then just snares their vehicle and just holds up right with a spike strip. And we just keep. I turn back around, I look at Crick, and I'm like, yeah, you're good. You don't want to punch it. They're not gonna be happy with us.
My favorite thing was you actually spinning around.
I had the visual aid.
He's in character, man.
Hilarious. I just noticed the One Piece hoodie or whatever you got on too. The last night at Universal, they had a One Piece like themed thing going on too. Everyone was dressed as the main character with the hat on and everything.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, as you freeze or restrain them over here, I'm gonna change it up a little bit for you. You get them right as they're going over the spike strip, and
Oh, baby.
as they're going on over that, you watch as the restrained, this light snare pulls them down back to earth as they're, completely stopped in place there. And as that happens, you just hear this crunching sound of metal on metal as the impact of the weight of the Reaver lands on top of the spikes right here. I'm going to have you roll 4d6 for me, Langston.
Can do.
Hope I read
17.
17.
Mm.
Nice. Crunching underneath of it, the weight. You see sparks start to shoot up out of the Reaver, and they, seemingly are pretty damn stuck where they are right now. If it wasn't even for the spikes, or it wasn't just for the light snare, but the spikes that are holding them up there and damaging the vehicle, it's looking worse and worse for wear for them. And as they are, how far away from you guys? 60 feet. I mean, that's too far still for what I was trying to do prior. It is. And we're just going to have Nuke Glitch use his action to dash. Nah, they're not going to be able to do anything over here as you guys just completely get them stuck here in this spot. They're trying to cross and catch up to you guys, but I'm just double checking to make sure I can't do anything. Yep, I can't do nothing. That is their turn. As it brings us Team Bucket.
Recharge the weapon. God damn it. Okay.
He was so ready for this turn.
Boom.
I just wanted to.
Punching a gun.
But
You're like, come on.
don't worry.
Classic.
I still
Can
got
I-
something.
Can I? Would help action be an action?
It
like
would.
for me.
Yes.
Okay, so fuck you, Rambo.
So
It
don't
wouldn't
worry,
work on that
don't worry.
anyways.
I got something pretty cool. So that you said the car is pretty hurt too, right?
Yeah, and then it's restrained, which means you have
Beautiful. So I
advantage on it.
advantage?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna look over and I say, "Fuck these guys," and I'm gonna level 2 water bullet that shit.
Watch as Rampu hawks a loogie at these motherfuckers in their vehicle as they're stuck in place.
23,
A 23 will hit.
yeah.
and that's 66, 20 damage.
Oh my god.
It is.
Oh.
Send the description of that spell because it's just so absurd.
Yeah, buddy.
You literally just
1 second.
shoot a water bullet at them as you hawk a loogie.
It's a first level spell?
Well, he cast it at 3rd level though, right, or something, right?
Second level.
2nd level. So you did 40. It's yeah. How'd you get 66 in there?
That's what it says on the thing when you go to roll it.
Oh yeah. Up
It's
a d6 for each one. But yeah, sorry, but they are 65 feet away. So it starts at 3d6. Yeah, that's
So
fine.
you add 2 more.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just take 1 off of the last dice off there. So 19 damage total. But regardless, the water bullet whirling through the air. You guys can almost see it. Slow motion, the sphere, it just trails of saliva streaking off of it through the air, just boom, impacts on the Reaver, and with that, it just kind of boom, 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 boom. You see pieces of it begin to fall apart, and rendering it useless for the time being.
Let's get the fuck out of here, boys.
That's a
Oh,
quick
Start
hit.
flying, man.
Yeah.
Crick
What's
is
that?
just flying. I mean, let me roll my d6, see if I go a little bit more.
You see these
Hold on.
charred bits of goblins right around here.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Better
I would shoot a desk pop at them. Just let them know what's up.
At the
Said, "Fuck you
goblins?
guys," as we, yeah.
They're dead.
They're all the ones
I'm
that
aware. I'm aware.
you like
Fuck them.
incinerated them.
Yeah, I know.
Hilarious.
They're
Pa,
Just
pa,
passing
pa.
by, just quick little.
Let me
Sure.
see. This was a long race from the starting line. Those guys got 130 feet before they met God. That's so tough.
Got exploded,
He just
man.
desecrated their
Manto.
fucking corpses.
You guys looked over them and found their weakness, the oil tanks on their vehicle.
Brother, that's why you do what you do.
Crick, could you have gone any further than that? You did get that recharge, so
That's-
what 180 you can get? Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
did.
right.
That's
Yep.
180. Yep.
Anything else for anyone else?
Just cruising.
I'll just God. I have to. I don't know what else there could be. I'll just ready. Fucking if anyone gets close to us, I'll ready Toll of the Dead just to be like, fuck off.
All right. As you guys are all nearing the finish line or the starting line, could be the finish line as well, but where the archway is that you guys started from, you look back as you see Captain Voidfist and I'm sorry, Blightfang hop out of the vehicle, and they're yelling over at Glitch, who's trying to quickly do what he can to fix it up. Clearly, regardless, not going to be quick enough as we bring it back to Team Bucket.
Send us home, Crick.
Hit it, Crick.
Double tap it across the finish line.
Yeah, and I'm just popping off my revolver in the air. Yeah.
As Team Bucket blazes on through, even the burnt bits of goblins in the dust, they cross through the threshold of the archway, the starting line, and a loud, resounding goes off, and everyone lets out a big old cheer. Wow! And then, you hear the crackling of the speakers real quick. Well, hold on just 1 second. Just because we've got racers that cross the finish line doesn't mean we have our winners quite yet. As you guys bring the cruiser on over, and kind of close up behind you guys, the Void Reaver comes as well, as you guys make your way back over to like the encampment kind of area that you guys all started at prior. Of course, I need to delete some of these tokens on here now.
Quite a few of them need to be deleted.
And they said it was a race to the death.
Yeah, exactly.
Carnage.
And give me one moment. Let me just hide all of them. All right, yeah. So you guys, as you guys cross on through that threshold, the archway, the crowd erupts. Your vehicle, battered, but hopefully victorious. Less battered than all the other vehicles.
Oh, man.
Gristle,
So lonely now.
yeah, Gristle strides on forward. I don't see his token on here for whatever reason, but yeah, he's over by you guys, and he's holding this heavy, rusty iron chest, and he just kind of drops it on in front of you guys, and you can hear the weight and the rattle inside of it. And he looks over and says, "Oh, Stormbreakers! Heck, you've proven your mettle against the fiercest racers in all of wild space. Let's see, did you get the right key then?" Kind of kicks the chest.
Look over
I
at
would
Mantle.
pull it
Showtime.
out. And here you are.
He kind of looks as you hold out the key. Oh, I told you boys it was gonna come down to the bone. And sure enough, ladies and gentlemen, as he looks around, the Stormbreakers. They have found the key. And kind of smacks the top of the chest. Why don't you go give it a try, little buddy?
Oh, you.
Answer.
Okay.
This is what you've been waiting all your life for.
Go on.
Buddy, open it up.
Normally I use my tools to open up locks, but I'll try this key instead. And so I insert it, and I'm like, oh, sweet Jesus, be the right key. And I twist it, see if it, like, opens up.
As you twist the key, you kind of feel a little bit of, like, a flimsiness of the key for a moment. You almost feel as if, if you turn it all the way, it might just snap in half. But that little bit was just a little bit of resistance inside the lock mechanism. As you turn it fully now, you hear it unlatch within there. And Gristle, well, go on, boy. Take your winnings. And may your name echo across the stars. You've earned it. Glory and riches to the champions of the Sandstorm Sprint. And he goes on beyond the chest and says, well, may I?
Hey, what?
He kind of grabs onto the edge of the lid, and he gently lifts it on open for you. And you see within there shimmering piles of gold filled completely to the top of this chest. And with the weight of this, Manto, someone who's a thief, been in thieves guilds and whatnot, even you have not seen the likes of a stash of a pile this sizable.
Yeah, I imagine
Go!
I'm just like, I
Go!
start to kind of like drool and like Rampoos to my right, and like both of my right arms are like elbowing like Captain. Arm.
I'm just like thinking of all like
Booty.
the journeys I've had in my life and never seen this much, and I'm like, I know. Oh my god. And I just, like,
Yeah, that's pocket change. Yeah, thank you.
boys, we came here with nothing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins of all ages, Stormbreakers are rich. All right. And I stick my hand in the gold and I start like
You
with it,
stick your hand on in there and start to make it rain on there. And as you stick your hand in there, you actually start to feel some other objects as well, beside just the sheer amount of gold.
boys, there's more. And I start seeing what's in there.
Alright, so here I have 4 things picked out. Or you guys can roll them D100s. You have the gold, you know there's gold here. What's next is just extra.
Ooh.
Do you guys want to roll
Okay,
D100s, or do
that-
you want to...
If that's the case,
I'll
yeah,
trust
I
you.
am rolling D100.
I'll trust you.
Well,
I'll go with what you put in there.
Same.
Okay. Well, Rampu,
Is Luke gonna roll though?
Luke, do you want to roll, or do you want me to just... Because I have... If I choose, it's all kind of in theme with each other, then. It'll all... Alright.
That's fine.
Alright, cool. So, Rampu, you begin to dig in there, making it rain with the gold coins. And you notice that there's another kind of smaller golden kind of round object in there as you pull out a ring. And this is a gorgeous ring. You see on it, it's like, has almost like a shield kind of design embellished on it with a couple of precious gemstones. Beautiful. As you begin to dig through, you see that there are actually 3 other... Or Luke, did you want me to pick, or did you want that roll number for you, or did you want me to choose?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to roll.
You got it. It's all good. All right,
I think
so
tingle in the balls.
you notice that there are 3 other rings in here as well.
Boys, we got jewelry.
Oh my god, we're blinged out.
This is for
These are beautiful pieces of of art. Literally, as you see this one that you pull out here, it looks like they're 2 rams back to back, with curled up horns, charging outwards from the outside of the ring here. Sorry, I got so many tabs opened right here. You see another one that it's like a 2 different. It's like a 2-finger kind of ring, and as you look over it, you see that it almost looks like a kind of like a scroll with arcane scrawlings and writing and different kind of runes going around the edges of this ring here. And the last one that you find, it's beautiful. It kind of has like a hummingbird or some sort of beautiful bird motif, another kind of gold, and the bird is made out of some sort of precious gemstones. Clearly a craftsman has made these.
Oh my goodness. So we all get a ring.
and
Look lovely.
so I'm guessing the shield is me, and the scroll things would be Langston.
Well, maybe we take some time to see if they do anything. And decide.
I pick up the
decide
shield
that.
one and see what it do.
As you pick it on up and you're looking it over, Gristle kind of looks over. Oh yeah, you found those little bits of goodies in there too. Oh yeah, we have I picked these up along my travels. I'll tell you the story, but it'd take a bit too long. But yeah, all sorts of types of rings here. That one there, it's a ring of protection. It'll give you a little bit of extra protection around your persons and make sure that hits can't get to you. This one there that you have with the rams on it, that one could really help either hit someone from far away with lots of that kind of force damage, like a ram would charge at them with you, or even destroy some sort of object that is it could be right near you or a bit further away from you too. This one here looks like a spell scroll kind of all wrapped up, but you could actually save spells within this and cast them out if you'd like to. It might be handy if you got some buddies of yours that aren't privy in the arcane arts. And this one last year with this pretty bird on it, this one will, sometimes you get into an incident like those goblins did where a fireball comes your way and you need to get the fuck out of there, evade it as quickly as possible. Well, this little bird here on this ring will help you evade such things a little bit more nimbly than you previously could without it.
I was literally looking at everybody as captain. This is one of the few times where I say dibs. Dibs in the one of protection. I put it on the shield one.
You notice Crick is very upset at you at this moment as he just kind of.
Great. I need this more. I'm more of a fighter here.
As he kind of looks at himself and just looks down at his armor and goes, I mean, I could use it too. My armor has some
Craig,
holes in it.
You're made of like 10,000% tin and aluminum and shit. You're fine. You're like a walk-in midget tank thing. You're fine. Look at me.
Crick,
Look at me. You
guess-
see all these stab wounds? See all these scars? Just because I have a tough skin doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Crick, you have like 6 different composites in your metal each time you upgrade it. You are like a mini tank.
But, and he kind of like looks down at his shoes, and you notice like just his little pinky toe is exposed. It's like, it would be perfect right there.
Crick, you
No,
want a toe
Craig, I'm
ring?
not giving you a ring to put on your pinky. That's just tacky.
All right, I guess. Okay, DM said it.
Well, I'm just happy to get any accessory.
If it's cool with everybody, since I can kind of be the one to store spells and whatnot, I can like provide for the ring scroll. But would anyone be opposed to me taking the one with the hummingbird? I'm not the most dexterous, and if this would help me avoid some shit, I would like that. And plus, it's got a really cool bird, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't want the ring with a really cool bird.
I think it's in our best interest to keep you alive the longest during any sort of combat.
So I check with everyone, and then I look at Crick and make sure I'm not like hijacking his plan as well. And I'm just like, is this okay?
I think that makes sense.
Okay. I'm walking on eggshells, making sure I don't get in Crick's way. Then I'll take oh shoot, hold on, there's a name for it.
Yep.
The Evasion. Ring of Evasion. I will take that. If that's cool.
Oh, we have the names in here. Okay, Ring of the Ram. What is that?
So as you guys are digging on through that, and you know, Manto and Rampu both made comments of the chump change that it is. Gristle kind of laughs over at it. The chump change, boy, you're gonna be able to buy yourself a moon with all this loot. You can count it yourself if you like, but about 10,000 gold pieces in here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like trying to like keep a poker face on, but it's just very hard. I'm like, oh, yeah, total chump change. Oh my god. But first things first, boys. Something I gotta do. And I run over to the other guys over here. And I tap the big guy. And I say, hey, doesn't look like there's too many of us left over here. I just want to say, that was a hell of a race. And you are clearly a hell of a captain to your crew here. And I like your arms, pretty badass. I just stick out my hand.
Go and make a persuasion check with advantage.
I never had advantage. Okay. Bam.
Didn't need it.
Isn't that funny?
Is that awesome?
As man, the echo on that. As they are dragging the Reaver back across the finish line and bringing it back over to the encampment, Rampu approaches them, and in a very kind of respectful manner, compliments Captain Voidfist and you know, gives his respects and well wishes to them. And Voidfist kind of looks down and shakes his head. You bastards got lucky back there. I guess I can't say the same about the rest of them. I mean, kind of scrapes off a bit of like charred bits off his arm. I think that's Goblin.
Yeah, definitely Goblin. But hey, who knows? Maybe we'll do this again sometime. We do like winning your money.
He doesn't like that you say that.
No, he did call us. He did call us lucky, so you know.
He looks down at
The
you.
same friendly, competitive.
Sure. As Crick comes on over and as you're saying that, he kind of sarcastically laughs at your joke, just kind of like, yeah. And as Crick comes on over, he looks over and then back over at you, puts his massive metal arm on your shoulder, Rampu, and says, "Why don't we have a drink and talk about this later on?"
That would be great. I think it's only fair that we buy first round.
Yeah, I think so. He kind of looks over at his vehicle, sparks coming off of it, and then he looks back down at Crick. And I'd like to talk to you later too.
Crick kind of looks up at him. Absolutely, but looks over at the ship. You may looks over at the ship and then looks over at the little robot guy there and goes, "You may need a real mechanic first." As he just kind of starts walking his way towards their ship.
And you hear just kind of this like buzzing sound. Oh, is that so? He says, and Glitch kind of pops back up as he's working on it. He looks back over at you. Kind of just stares at you. You'd imagine he's staring at you. There's no eye sockets or anything from him. It's kind of unsettling as his head just kind of tilts in your direction.
I would
And I just
whisper
kind of-
into their ear, trust me. Let Quick take a shot. He made wonders out of our piece of crap. And we won. So
You, kind of laugh. You have a point. I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, go check it out, I guess.
I pull out my tools and I look at the other guy and go, maybe with my help, you might win next time. I just start fixing their ship and spiffing it up.
All right, yeah, we'll say that you cast mending on it, and
Yeah.
let me get. Oops, wrong
Don't throw
dice. Yeah, we'll get some health back up to it real quick. The sparking kind of secedes for the moment, and Glitch kind of cracks his neck, looking back down at you, and then turns back, scratching his metallic head, like kind of just wondering what you did that he couldn't do, or what you did that he couldn't do rather, and Captain Voidfist looks over. Well, I'd be damned. Thanks, little buddy. Do owe you guys a drink later on, but we're gonna recuperate for now. Kind of take a breather. We'll catch up with you guys at the encampment later on.
got yourself a deal. I give him a little pound to his metal fist. I said, Crick, let's go celebrate, huh? Now we can buy all the garlic we want.
That is a good idea.
Start making our way back to the ship.
When Rampu says garlic, is that when the thing Crick fed us finally
Yeah,
kicks in?
It is actually. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that.
You guys feel this warmth just
not
course through your body.
I was like,
What did you
garlic.
say?
Garlic! Start like, it's so strong.
And you guys gain some health, right? And that-
Yeah, everybody gets 2d4 temp hit points every minute.
every minute.
for 8 hours.
10 hit points don't stack those. It's whatever the max
Yeah,
of it
yeah.
is, but yeah.
Yeah, it's if we get into another fight somehow.
Wow.
Incredible.
Oh yeah, and
Sorry.
although for the next bit we do have advantage on charisma check or charisma rolls.
For how long is it?
It's all 8 hours
Cool. Beautiful. Yeah,
because it was the boon I had, so we have advantage on charisma.
that's right. That's
I
right.
don't know
So-
if it's checks or stays, but I'll double check that.
yeah.
2d4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2d4 temp hit points for everybody,
Mantle, you
and
can do that too.
then
Might just
what was it? It was sweet breath aroma. You have advantage on charisma checks.
Cool. Yeah.
Yep.
So it makes sense a little bit why Rampu had advantage on that check then also. He had the garlic coursing through him, which made Captain Voidfist not as angry towards you guys as he potentially could have been at the end of this race after you guys destroyed their vehicle, beat them, hurt them tremendously, and all that jazz. But as you guys make your way back over to the vehicle over here, Langston and Manto, was there anything that you guys were doing? Any conversations?
I think just more so checking with Manto, and just kind of dissecting, like, so those dwarves, you heard them say Ball's name.
Aw.
Okay. So that's deep-seated. I didn't realize it got out to this far reach of space. We'll probably have to talk to everyone else. I don't know if you remember. That's That's the church dear old dad kind of converted to and started to worship.
All?
Yes, Ball. Ball for him, Ball was life, and
That's never
is
good.
kind of the reason I am on the path I'm on.
Live and die by the ball.
So, he. I don't even know if that Ball's alive. But
We 10,000 gold. We are
Yeah.
gonna need probably Starbow's help with this.
more than likely, we're gonna need his help just to get the bucket back up. So.
Through that, or even a forklift around here would be nice. I am certified.
Oh my gosh. How do you keep the ladies off you?
It ain't much, but it is honest work, I will say.
Totally fair.
Man, total different story though.
I mean, yeah, we did it. You holding up okay from that? You good? Bruce batted. I saw you ram that. We exited the cave as you rammed their vehicle through everybody.
Not bad, right? It's
No,
kind
not
of
at all. A maelstrom of success is what I would call that.
That was attempted murder, Manto. And I gotta say, I liked it. It's pretty good stuff.
What the fuck is this race?
Exactly. They made the rules. You just followed it. So, I like it.
I think it's definitely some of my best work.
Paid off. I would agree. You
Well
crushed it.
controlled chaos.
Some of
I
them
feel
are
bad for
playing
this
pretty
first guy,
good.
so.
I don't.
Left the-
They were assholes.
Manto
Say
tried to
we-
be friends. They spat in his face, and so we
I didn't like it. Didn't like
Say
them.
you left them in the dust.
They had everything that was coming for them.
And from ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That's it.
Ain't wrong.
That could be their band name. Anyways,
Hey, Mantum, roll a history check for me real quick.
Ooh. 16.
As you know, Langston brings back up about what the dwarves were speaking about, or what you heard them speaking about Ball, and bringing up this connection that he has with his father and everything. Does Manto remember what the dwarves mentioned prior to the race at night when he was watching them?
You might. I might have to open my other book for that one.
So he doesn't,
dirty
but the book does.
That's why we take notes. I know
Damn
what it's
right.
all about.
Damn right.
Oh yeah, he slaves Neogis. Neogi
No,
slaver.
that's Big Gino.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fucking Gino, asshole.
He is a Neogi,
No,
but yeah,
I don't remember.
he's a slaver. No, you would have remembered just something. Yeah, I would say just because you don't fully remember with the 16 history. Something about the Emberborn was mentioned by the dwarves.
Yeah, I have that scribbled out for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Emberborn. Is that all I remember?
Yeah, because you didn't really get too much else from that, but just something about Langston talking about this, you know, and talking about the dwarves, makes you think about that momentarily.
Yeah, something about Emberborn, Ball. They'll be meeting him soon. Something like that. More Emberborn.
And they mentioned Emberborn.
Yeah, the night before the race.
Oh, the night before. Just didn't want to tell your religious compatriot over here.
I'm not familiar with the Emberborn religion, but you were also asleep.
I easily stir. Crick is our roommate staring at me half the time while we're passed out. Like, just like hit me in the head with something.
Why is this significant now? Like why was it such a big issue last night?
Well, I wasn't. I was asleep. I don't know. They were praying to
Right.
something and mentioned the Ember anything in their name. Emberborn. Hello, last name, father, last name, Ball affiliate. I guess you wouldn't have known if they were worshiping Ball. That's fair.
I guess your last name is Ember Shroud.
Yeah, that's like half of it.
So is that like what, your cousin or something?
I could not begin to know. Would hearing it do anything for me?
Make a
would there be anything?
Yeah, make a religion check.
Good. 22.
22. Yeah, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you hear Manto say that. It's an odd connection to hear these potential followers of Baal mention the name Emberborn when, yes, your father, being a follower of Baal, a cultist, a priest of him, being Ember Shroud, is there a connection there potentially? You feel like it's, there's no such thing as coincidence, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, this just opens up a whole new barrel of monkeys for me. Good fucking.
It's the sun, it's probably mid-noon currently. The action around here at the encampment is not as lively as it was the day before, but people are celebrating, and of course, you have your allies from the ship, Crux and Warwick and Garganale all come on over to celebrate with you guys and congratulate you guys for the win. As they see the chest of gold, Crux can't help but, whoa! Holy shit, guys! I mean, you said you were gonna bring home the pot, but shit, you got the whole truck in here.
Well, it kind of is what we do. I told you, never doubt the storm.
It's like, well, I'd be damned. I guess that means we'll be celebrating tonight, right? He kind of looks around, right? We'll be having drinks, right?
Yeah, goddamn right.
We're drinking tonight, guys! Yeah! Crux kind of just gets real excited. Warwick shakes his head. All right, drunk Crux. We can deal with them. You can deal with them. It's just like the old days.
I walk over to him and say, "Don't worry, you can give him the placebo test."
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Crux will know, but I don't know. You will go red. I mean, he's like playing with some stones in the dirt. Yeah, pushing him further and further. Or maybe he won't know. I don't know. And as you guys are getting everything together around here, the day lingers on a little bit further. Is there anything pertinent that everyone wants to take care of right now?
I would want to spend some time attuning to my ring.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, you rest for about an hour. Does anyone else, I imagine you guys probably all want to chill for an hour, right? Take a short rest or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll take care of that then. You guys all kind of bunker on into this this RV encampment that you guys have here. Have some fold-out lounge chairs, and some of them made out of crates and wooden scraps, and all sorts of kind of strange things that you find around here, some junk. And as you guys rest, does anyone else want to do any attunements or anything?
I'll attune to my ring. Because Crick put the enchantment in my shield. Does that free up a slot for the attunement of the Wand of the War Mage?
No, so yeah, the shield, you're attuned to that now as the Wand of the War Mage.
Oh, alright. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Well, I'll hold the Pearl of Power for emergencies then.
Alright. Yeah, as you guys focus in on these rings, Rampu, you feel the energy, almost like kind of a arcane force field protecting you, a shimmering kind of thin layer, almost like the like in Dune where they wear those practice suits that they can practice like melee fighting with each other, and they have like that force field around them. You push the blade far enough through, you can cut through them, but it's enough of a layer to protect you as is. Langston, yeah, you get that. Which one did you do? The bird one, the evasion.
Ring of evasion.
Yeah, you feel yourself a little bit quicker, more nimbly bimbly. Not quite Manto speed yet, but maybe one day you'll get there. And as you guys all rest here for the afternoon, waiting for the evening's events of some debauchery, drinks, and some revelry and celebration to happen, I think it's a good place to call it a night, and we'll pick it up there the next time we get together.
It's a party.
I love it.
Yee.
Awesome. Well,
By the way,
congratulations.
super
Yeah.
cool. Is it the Ring of Protection or the Netherese Ring of Protection?
Ring of protection.
Okay, got it. But yeah, we won, boys.
We did it.
You guys did it.
I need to go shopping
Rick,
again.
Which ring did you want?
I was gonna ask you which one you wanted. I mean, like, I can cast spells, but you already have a spell ring, don't you?
Yeah, I have the Stone of Reserve, which holds a couple spells.
I mean, you could, instead of doing that, you could just upgrade it to the spell ring that can do. How many can it do, Nate? It says
It's 5 spells, I think. 5 levels.
5
of spells.
spells?
5 levels of spells. Yeah.
yeah, so you can hold more. Hold that fireball plus something.
It's valid. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that then.
Yeah, I can take the ram.
All right. Sounds good then. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks everyone for watching. Congratulations again to the Stormbreakers for winning the race and taking home the lead. We'll pick it on up here the next time we get together, so hold on to your horses, ladies and gentlemen. Now take a short rest and look out for those goblins on the stairs. We will catch you all next time. Peace out.
Horses are dead.